Welcome back to Certified Beef. We got a great show for you guys today. We're going to get to our weekly news, and then after that, we're going to get to our weekly recap. Brandon, you want to get us into our news?
Sure, I can start. My first news story of the day is famous 2K developer / marketing guy, Ronnie 2K. He got engaged this past week in Disneyland, so that's pretty cool to see. Fans were still complaining to fix the game, though, which is expected when you're Ronnie 2K. Anything you post is whatever it is, it's going to be like, whatever, cool, fix your game, man. And then the second piece of news I got is from the Ravens-Chiefs game. Jackson Mahomes brutally assaults a Ravens fan with a water bottle after the Chiefs lose. He was wailing on him with his hydro flask, and man, the Ravens fan had to be driven to the hospital. Nah, I'm just joking. He just poured some water on him after Ravens fans were chirping him, and it was hilarious to see.
Sounds like a sore loser to me.
He was mad he couldn't renegade on their logo after the game.
Jackson Mahomes. All right, the next piece of news. I got Ben Simmons won't report to training camp. He doesn't plan to play for the Sixers ever again. My take on this is Timberwolves should not trade anything for him. Please don't. We're good with what we have right now, I think. So, yeah.
This kind of sounds
Jake
like Jake Layman. This kind of sounds like an Aaron Rodgers thing
trade
to me. Does it not? This sounds just like Aaron Rodgers.
Ben Simmons
Last
is Aaron
Dance
Rodgers.
Philly edition.
Ben Simmons. I know Ben Simmons isn't Aaron Rodgers, but like just like the way it's been handled, I feel like it's literally just been
I
like
see what you
Aaron
mean.
Rodgers.
That's just a classic NBA thing, though, too.
Oh, I know.
Just hold out because you don't want to be there anymore.
Oh, no one wants him. I don't know.
No, I know.
So bad in the playoffs.
I mean, he's been balling though. He's been shooting very well in those non-NBA arenas.
Yeah, dude. Those videos he's been posting on Instagram. He's like balling up with those threes.
Working
Yeah,
hard.
every
doesn't
summer.
mean it. Doesn't mean anything though. Not really. Dwight Howard probably could do the same thing.
Dude, I would trade for summer Ben Simmons.
Summer
would.
Ben Simmons.
For like Instagram video Ben Simmons, I would trade for him. But
Playoff Ben Simmons.
but
Ugh.
but like actual Ben Simmons, I don't yeah, playoff Ben Simmons, I don't want playoff Ben Simmons.
Got any news, Blake?
Yeah, so my news is Hollywood Brown, the receiver for the Ravens, reportedly had he had two girlfriends at his game that he brought to on Sunday night. I guess they were both posting on Instagram, two completely different people like that were supporting him. And yeah, pretty unique move made by Mr. Brown over there. He did play really good. So if he was trying to impress them, he did have 6 receptions for 113 yards. So he had a good game, but yeah, brought both girlfriends to the game.
Do you think this is just a publicity stunt at all? Or do you actually think that he had 2 girlfriends?
No, he has 2 girlfriends. There's no way.
There's 2 girls.
There's no way he just does that out of the blue.
And they both look like models too.
Maybe he wanted to.
He's Hollywood Brown, man.
He's a football player. You never know. Maybe he just he did this to gain more attention from I guess Lamar. Maybe Lamar was getting too much attention for him, and he decided to do something like this. No, probably not.
I don't think so.
Huh?
I don't think so. No.
We're diving
not.
too
I don't
deep
know.
here.
Yeah, I guess it was. All
This
right.
is the important stuff, Parker.
Yeah. All right. Got some big news in Minnesota today. Kirill Kaprizov signed for 5 years, $45 million.
Pay the man.
Didn't really care how much we are going to give him. Got to sign him. Sign him for the perfect length. One thing I could say, Kirill Kaprizov might be one of the greatest things that ever came to the Wild, but Bill Guerin might be just as big. This guy has been insane. One of the best GMs in the National Hockey League since he joined the team after Paul Fenton, I'm pretty sure it was just a terrible GM. He was the guy that signed Ryan Suter and Zach Breeze to those horrible contracts that have screwed our franchise over for the next 4 years and the last like 3 when they started sucking. But yeah, no, that was pretty good news out of Minnesota. And then also something big in the NFL, the Caesars Sportsbook Superdome in New Orleans started on fire, which they weren't going to play there for another month or like a couple weeks, but it looks like they might not be playing there anytime soon. And I think this is something really bad for New Orleans, not being able to go back there, especially after what happened this week.
Aw, poor New Orleans.
Yeah, I think we're all sad. Oh, I'm kidding. I pray for all the people in New Orleans, but I do not like the Saints.
How was is the damage bad? Like, did it burn like a hole in the roof, or like it's just?
They have not said yet. That's just all I saw. I just saw a report on it, but that's all I saw. All right, Brandon, you want to bring us into our recap of the NFL Week 2?
Sure. All right. So I believe I got 9 games here. We're going to start out west, Dallas visiting the Chargers. This was a very controversial game. Dallas wins on last second field goal by Greg the Leg Zerline. So they win 20-17.
How does Herbert throw for like 350 yards in 0 tutties? Like, that makes no sense to me.
I think he had one.
Or did he have one? Oh shit, I don't remember.
Yeah, I think
so.
he did.
Well, still, like 360, and they put up. Wait, what was it? 14 or 17?
17. Yeah, 17
Bro,
points.
20 and 17 points their first 2 games. I don't know. I don't think they'll. You guys think they're a playoff team?
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I don't. That's just me.
Really?
Yeah, no, I don't see them going to the playoffs.
Did you have them as a playoff team before this season?
No, I had them 6-11.
Wow.
6-11.
Wow.
But Cowboys, Tony Pollard is
yeah.
better than Zeke. And for that offense, I'll say that. For that offense.
Sizzle right there.
But
available in fantasy?
Huh?
Is he available in fantasy?
Probably. He outscored Zeke both weeks.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't watch this. I didn't watch this game because the Vikings game was on. But I heard this game was terrible, like just awful, both sides of the ball, turning the ball over. There was a ton of penalties. I saw a Big Cat from Barstool. He tweeted at one point, he's like, every damn play, there's a flag on the field or whatever. And I heard just the refs
flag on the play.
Yeah, there's a flag on the play. Yeah, I don't know. But no, the Cowboys defense has been really good these like first 2 weeks, which is very surprising because that was like the weak spot of their team. And yeah, like Parker said, Tony Pollard is definitely the best back for this team, and he showed it. I think he had less rushing attempts than Zeke, but outrushed him by almost 30 yards, which is kind of insane. I don't know, but like Parker said, it's crazy that this team, like with Justin Herbert, put up a ton of yards or whatever, and they just didn't do anything on offense at all. He threw like 2 picks, I'm pretty sure. One of them was in the red zone. I don't know. It's just a weird game. Didn't seem like a game that would be low scoring like this, but I don't know, it ended up that way.
Yeah, it was a weird game. It was pretty even when you look at the stats. The Chargers had a time of possession almost by 2 minutes, but they had 4 more penalties and 1 more interception. I wasn't really watching this game because the Vikings game was on at the same time, but I don't know. I'm not shocked. Both these teams, I think, are pretty evenly matched. It was annoying though, like that Dallas kicked that game-winning field goal like seconds before the Vikings missed theirs, even though it was like 15 or more yards longer. Whatever. But it was a good game. National TV. I think it was fun to watch. I think I disagree with Pevon. I think both these teams will be. I think the Chargers will be in the playoffs. I don't know if Dallas will be in the playoffs though.
Yeah, I'm opposite of that. I think Cowboys will. Chargers won't.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see, I guess.
So That one play where they marked a sack, that was Micah Parsons' first sack, right? When like Herbert was like falling down, and he like threw it, whatever. Like that was an awful call. I feel bad that that was Micah Parsons' first career sack. Like that's forever gonna live in like controversy or whatever. And like that clearly wasn't a sack. Like I don't know how you call that a sack. The armchair referees were probably going ballistic. Even Cowboys fans can agree that that was not a sack. But I hope the Chargers pick it up. It kind of stinks that they're 0-2. Like they've played some tough games so far and just nothing's come of it. Side note, I want
You say 0-2?
yeah, they're
They beat the.
oh wait, no,
They're
they're
1-1.
They're 1-1. They're 1-1. My bad.
Yeah, you good?
I mean, they I think they should be 2-0 though.
Yeah.
In my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
Like
I
their
mean,
defense needs to step up. Someone needs to help Bosa and Derwin James over there. So
what did you guys think about Micah Parsons playing defensive end part of this game?
I
Do you
love
think
to
that
see
had
it.
anything to do? Did you think that had anything to do with like the game and like the Chargers scoring that less, or not really? Or do you think it was just a bad game in general?
probably I think it's just an off week. Because I mean, in college, how often do we know how often like Parsons rushed the quarterback? Was it like
Decent. I mean, he was like
decent
a
amount?
yeah, but he like blitzed from the linebacker position. He never played end that much
Right.
at Penn State, so
So
totally different.
I don't know. I mean, it's cool that he was actually doing stuff that game. Like I know he had a good amount of pressures and everything like that. So it wasn't like he wasn't affecting the game at all. So I don't know. Maybe they found something there. Like maybe he'll be like Clemson version of Isaiah Simmons, or like Dallas version of Isaiah Simmons, like when he was at Clemson. So like those utility guys are pretty cool. Side note, I want one of those like electric blue Joey Bosa jerseys. Those are pretty sweet. Someone get my man out of LAC though. He deserves a better place. Bring him to San Francisco or something. All right. Speaking of San Francisco, they went to Philadelphia this past weekend. They won 17-11, beating the Eagles. What do you guys think?
Thought it was gonna be a lot more scoring. It was not, as you can see. But Jalen Hurts, I think Brandon's becoming right on this one. I'm just kidding. No, Jalen Hurts is top 5 fantasy every day of the week. He still he got like 80 rushing yards this week or something like that, 70.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, he's a beast. Come on.
Does someone
Yeah.
want to explain it? Do you want me to?
I'll explain our little bets we have.
Yep.
All right. So one thing that we established this week, Brandon does not think that Jalen Hurts is good. Like he said in his studs and busts, he had Jalen Hurts as a bust. And all of us, I'm pretty sure, thought everyone else, me, Blake, and Parker, thought that he was going to be insane this year, which I mean, he kind of has been. So we made a bet. At first, Brandon was saying that 23 points or more average, which is absolutely insane for a fantasy quarterback. Not many people do that every year. So we
Right
established
now
that
he's averaging 25. So
that's because he had a really good week 1 and a solid week 2. But no, what I'm saying is that we have established that if Jalen Hurts averages over 21 points per week in fantasy, ESPN fantasy, that he will have to get a tattoo on like his calf or something. I think since he has 3 people against him, he has to get 3 tattoos.
no, it's
Temporary
going right
tattoos.
here. Like I'm thinking about like I saw that Bic comes out. They have like body markers, so I'm just gonna have like my roommate or something. The deal is that if he scores under 21 fantasy points, 21 and under, that they have to get like the tattoos. Otherwise, it's me if it's over, and it's gonna be a penis tattoo. And
Well,
so
wait.
What?
Say that?
it's gonna be right here.
Mom?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Wait. You
What?
said you're going to use a marker? I thought it has to be a temporary tattoo.
no, they got like temporary tattoo markers that you can draw.
That
Well,
better
hold
stay
I
on
didn't
for
know you were
2
getting a
weeks.
tattoo of that though.
Yeah, we said it in
Yeah.
our group chat.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention then. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if you did like I guess. You ever watch
Yeah.
Impractical Jokers?
Yes.
You could get
Yes.
a tattoo of Jalen Hurts' face on your
No.
thigh, like Sal did.
Unless you guys are paying for it, I'm not doing that.
Oh, I'd pay for
I would
that.
pay for that.
I'm not getting a tattoo, but I
You
would
wouldn't-
pay for Brandon to
Go,
get
Blake.
it. I
But
would
it
not
would
get one.
it has to be somewhat visible, like when you're wearing like a short sleeve. So
No,
it
no,
would-
but yeah, no.
Going
So
right
all three of us are hoping Jalen Hurts has a really good year, like he has been, and
Post
he'll
Malone
keep
face
it up.
tattoo.
All right, Parker.
Yeah.
Where were
back
you?
to that game. I don't know what happened with Ayuk. I'm gonna be real. He's 1 catch in 2 weeks. I know first week he was like kind of not on the field ever, but this week he was. And yeah, only 1 catch. And Debo is looking like the wide receiver 1 on that team. Also, Kittle had another bad week. That's very
Fantasy
disappointing.
wise.
Yeah, I mean, well, we all know he's a good tight end, but like I want to see him
Yeah.
put up like 5 catches,
Right.
80 yards like every week in a tutty. But that's just not happening. And then
Nope.
Trey Sermon came in for 1 play, got injured. I feel so bad for him. I want to
Yeah.
see him do good, but it's just
Yeah.
not working.
That's tough.
Yeah, dude. And Eagles side of the ball, they really had no receiving options. No one had more than 2 catches. Kind
I
of
saw that.
disappointing game from them.
Mhm.
Yeah, Niners take this one. Niners play Packers at home, Sunday Night Football. I will be cheering for the
Excited.
Niners all day.
Yep, for sure.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that game. Big time.
Yeah. I literally like I don't understand how the Eagles being at home or whatever can keep this game this close and like just not pull it out or something. Like it's just crazy. Like they had that one like 90-yard play from their own like inside the 10
Yeah.
and they got it down and then they couldn't score in 4 downs.
Yeah, that was
I was like, how? Like I don't even think they ran the ball with Jalen Hurts once on that possession at like once they got inside the 10. Like they didn't even try to like run like a read option or something like the Lamar Jackson did or whatever. But I was like, I don't know. That it was just like that was just a defensive game. Like it's not like there was bad weather or anything. Like it was perfectly fine outside and it just like it was just a low scoring defensive game, I guess. I don't know. The 49ers really didn't do anything. I don't know. I just feel like that was a game that the Eagles very easily could have won and they just couldn't figure it out, I guess.
Like you got anything to add?
I was on Instagram. Justin Jefferson, he posted a photo and he tagged the Vikings in it. So
he's
not
loyal.
leaving.
Let's go.
He's not going to Philly.
Well, hopefully. This game I don't know. I was kind of surprised. I thought the Eagles were gonna I thought it was gonna be a shootout as well. 17-11. You don't see that a whole lot, and I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the 49ers. They're obviously the better team, but like Garoppolo only had 189 yards. I mean they ran the ball pretty well. They dominated time of possession, but yeah, I don't know. The Niners they were really good 2 years ago, and last year they had a lot of injuries. I don't know. I think the Niners they could be really good this year, but I don't know. I don't know if they're better than the Rams, even this Cardinals and Seahawks. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's they got a unique team over there.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like they only beat the Lions by 8 points and the Eagles by 6, the 2 like worst NFC teams. I get like the Lions that are up by a bunch, but like they almost let them come back. And that was kind of like shocking.
These teams, they really should just like be beating pretty easily and just like not even be worried about it. But I don't know, they've just been like they've been playing down to their opponents, it seems like. Yeah. Well, maybe not last week, but like it kind of like eventually did play down to their opponents.
I mean, especially for like a team like the 49ers, who is like a defensive based team with like they got a very, very good defense. Like maybe losing Jason Verrett to that torn ACL has like affected them somehow, like losing a cornerstone guy. I mean, he's somewhat of a cornerstone guy, I guess. But like I don't know if that's like just taking its toll on them, or if like maybe this is like their true form. Like, yeah, they can win these like shootout games or whatever, or these close games, but like maybe against like mediocre teams, not against like the top tier competition. Like I think it's gonna stay this way until Trey Lance takes over.
Yeah, I can see that. Was it a scoregami?
No, there was no scoregami this weekend.
Darn it.
There was a couple where it's like, oh yeah, this score has only happened like 2 to 4 times before. I'm like, well, that kind of sucks. That'd been nice. All right, next game was a shootout. Yeah, a very big shootout. Tennessee at Seattle. Derrick Henry destroys the Seahawks. Tennessee wins 33-30. Very close game.
I checked that score at like I was watching the Vikings, so I checked that score. And Seahawks were up big time, and I was like, yeah, the game's over. Tennessee's not the same. They came back. They shocked me. One in OT. Derrick Henry's back. Oh my, 182 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's crazy.
It went to OT. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I do want I want to see the Titans getting AJ Brown going a little more. That's disappointing to see, but they got some easy matchups coming up, so they can easily do that. Julio looked insane, and that's very good. Also, for the Seahawks side of the ball, Tyler Lockett has been crazy first 2 weeks. He's like what, top 5 in fantasy right now, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happened
Well-
to DK. Like he hasn't been.
He didn't have a terrible
he didn't have
week.
terrible, but like I want to see more from a top
I will add
receiver.
one of the Tyler Lockett. One of like the most scary things as a fantasy football like GM that I am is like having a lead and Tyler Lockett playing like on Sunday night is like the scariest thing of all time.
Oh,
And
yeah,
he
that
is
happened to me
is on a
last
tear
year.
right now. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy how good he is. He had 178 yards on 8 catches.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's insane.
He's underrated.
Yeah,
I feel like
for sure.
Seahawks do this every year though. They just start off hot and then they just slow down at the end of the year. But
Yeah.
it could be different this year. I don't know.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
game
this-
was
Go ahead.
this game was it was fun to watch. I think Tennessee bounced back. They won in Seattle. Comeback game. Wow, they were down 24-9 at halftime. This was a fun. This is a good game for Tennessee. Tannehill didn't turn the ball over. Obviously, when you can get average 5 yards a carry, that helps a lot. And Julio looked really good. Dude, Henry even had 6 catches. Like,
Yeah,
That's got,
I
that's
know.
a
never
career
does
high.
that.
It's gotta be.
wow. Yeah, they played a good game. Tennessee after last week, they needed to do that, and they might have got their mojo back. I think in the AFC South, they might be top team.
Oh yeah. Texans,
For sure.
Jags, and Colts. Those
Dude, the Texans with Tyrod Taylor, dude. I'll say it right now.
nope.
The Texans look good with Tyrod Taylor.
Whoa.
Do they not? They're at
I
least
can't
competitive.
disagree.
But they played the
Yeah.
Jaguars the first week.
They were hanging with the Browns in Cleveland.
Yeah, that is
Until they
true.
weren't.
Got
Did you
Taylor
see
got
they
hurt.
I think they punted on a 3rd down. Or wait.
Yeah,
or something
well, no,
like
That
they-
was Penn
it was-
State.
It was 3rd and 10. Or no, they could have. It was either there was a penalty. They
Yeah.
could have accepted it, and I think it would have been 4th
Oh,
and 2.
Yeah, yeah.
And
yeah.
then it was like if they declined, it would have been 3rd and 10 or something like that. It was something weird. They like took the penalty
Oh,
or
yeah.
declined it,
I think I know what you're
and then
talking
they punted on 4th and 2 when they like accepted the penalty, thinking you would like be like accept it and then go for it. Or they literally took the 4th down instead of the 3rd down and then punted.
about. Okay.
It made no
Oh
sense
yeah, I was
at
thinking
all.
of Penn State too.
Oh yeah, Penn State did that too. Yeah, this game was like a tale of two halves. Like Seattle absolutely like dominated them in the first half. Derrick Henry, I think I heard, had like 13 carries for 35 yards in the first half. And in the second half, he literally had 147 yards with like 3 touchdowns. And like you look at the time of possession, they almost doubled Seattle's time of possession this whole game. And when you're facing Derrick Henry and he gets the ball 35 times, it's going to wear on you. And eventually, this is what's going to happen. I mean, he had 41 touches this game, which is absolutely insane for a running back. Like, I don't know how he does it every week, but he somehow gets better as the game goes along. It is weird, but yeah, no, it was a crazy game. I'm kind of glad to see it. I wanted Tennessee to bounce back after this because I got my boy Julio, and I don't like the Seahawks. But yeah, no, it was just great. Derrick Henry surprises me every single week, especially a week like this.
Yeah, it's a thing of beauty to watch Derrick Henry run because a big man like that should not be able to run that fast. Like, and considering how strong he is, like, it's a wonder how he's like not a top 5 back in the league sometimes. Like, just his up and down performance prevents him from being that. But honestly, I didn't watch this game too much. It showed that both teams really don't have a defense. So, like, high-powered offenses versus no defense is gonna definitely bring games like this.
I mean, Tennessee's defense could have been that bad because, I mean, they had a bad first half, but they only held the Seahawks to 6 points in the second half, and they were able to come back. But I mean, maybe it was a time of possession thing. I don't know.
Could be, but as a Vikings fan, somewhat scared for next week now. We'll get to that when we get to the Vikings, obviously. All right. Next is a game that shocked. I'm assuming it shocked all of us. Carolina winning 26-7 over New Orleans. What are your guys' thoughts on that one?
I'm not going to overreact on New Orleans, but they looked like dog crap. Like, they did not get Kamara going at all. And it sucks when you have him in 4-year leagues. And he busted in all of them. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? Come. And Jameis looking like the old Jameis. I hate to see it.
The cataracts are bad.
He looks so bad. But give props to the Panthers defense. They've been a beast through 2 weeks. So yeah, give props to them. They got a easy matchup coming up too.
Yeah.
Can easily become 3-0 right now.
I don't know. Mills Mafia. Watch out.
Yeah, CMC looking like himself. Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah, I think when Parker said that CMC was going to have another 1,000-yard season, it looks like it now. CMC had a really good week, but I don't know if PFT from Part of My Take, he tweeted that he's like, remember guys, LASIK doesn't travel. And I was like, it was just so funny because they love Jameis Winston, so they like were trying to like give him some slack for this. But yeah, it was crazy. Like, I did not expect the Panthers to come out like this and just absolutely destroy the Saints. I mean, they didn't play that well against the Jets the previous week, and it was like you wouldn't think that they would have just came out like this firing on all cylinders, but they just outplayed the Saints. The Saints really didn't come with anything, and yeah, it was just a weird game to see. They had like 3 first downs in the first half, or by like the middle of the third quarter. They had like no offense at all. It was really hard to watch.
Maybe it's like the new like Panther, like virtual Panther they got on the screen down there. It's something. I don't know. The Panthers are 2-0. They look good, but I still think this is the Saints. I think the Saints are one of the top 2 teams in the division other than Tampa Bay. I don't know. New Orleans was missing 8 coaches too. Was that, I don't know what that COVID or whatever. They were missing a lot of.
It was COVID. Yeah.
So that didn't help. Yeah, dude, I'm looking at their receiving list and like none of these guys, I don't know any of these guys. Chris Hogan is the only guy I know. LeJordan Humphrey, Juwan Johnson.
Who is that guy?
Deontay Harris. Or he, I guess I know.
That
that
Montgomery
too.
baby.
You don't know Marquez
Jordan
Callaway?
Humphrey. Marquez Callaway. Oh, he was their preseason stud. Yeah. I tried to. Well, someone tried to trade him in fantasy. This was I don't know. We couldn't watch this game up in the upper Midwest, but New Orleans. I don't know. It's a division game. Not surprised. They're still better than Carolina, I think.
So far, Sam Darnold's looking like a different quarterback so far. Getting out of New York was a very good move for him. Even like he had some say in it, right? Like
I don't even know. Honestly, it
I don't remember.
Didn't seem like it.
But yeah, he's tearing up defenses right now. New Orleans has a very good defense. This might be the low point of the Saints season, though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It should only go up from here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I still do think that the Panthers, I think they can compete for the 2 spot in the NFC South.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because if they continue this and New Orleans like keeps playing like up and down, then it's gonna be a battle for second. Sorry, Falcons, you're not doing anything.
Yeah, Bucks are too dominant.
Bucks-
like they look
Bucks are
so
lock.
OP right now. It's insane.
Yeah, they were just toying with the Falcons.
They were.
Like
They were.
The guy from the State Farm commercial or whatever, the guy with the fishing pole. He's like, "Oh, got to be quicker than that." That's kind of what it reminded me when they brought him back when it was close, and then he blitzed them in the rest of the second half to win by like double points or whatever. Yeah, it's kind of what it reminded me of.
All right. Now we're moving on to the Thursday night game. New York Giants at Washington football team. This was a very exciting game. Washington wins 30-29 on a last second field goal.
Danny Dimes or Kyler Murray? No. Danny Dimes looks so good for some reason. I don't know where the rushing came from. They had a read option every 2 plays, and football team never picked up on it.
And he never fell down. Like,
Yeah, he got
that's gotta
that
be a
touchdown
positive.
back. He deserved it. Saquon played 84% of snaps, which I love in fantasy. He's gonna become a beast soon. That's why Blake wants him, but he's not
gonna be
getting him.
so bad. You should just trade me him because he's so bad. Yeah.
I think he just tore his ACL. So I don't know. Sterling Shepard is becoming a wide receiver 1 for some reason. Kenny Galladay still. Why is he here? Kyle Rudolph getting 2 catches. I love him.
Let's go.
Football team. Huh?
Still can't block.
No,
Still
he
can't block.
Dude, you see Chase Young?
But he plays with heart, man. He plays with heart. On and off the
He
field.
pancaked
he
Chase
does.
Young.
Yeah.
Yes, it was so funny.
did?
Football team needs to use Gibson more.
Huh.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
they used Terry McLaurin perfectly. 11 catches, 107 yards, and a tutty.
That was
He's
perfect
amazing.
for fantasy. I loved it. That was amazing.
Yeah.
But they gave a goal line carry to JD
Yeah,
McKissick. Like, come on.
Yeah,
Come
I was like, you got
on.
the wrong guy. If
Yeah.
that would have been
He's
Antonio
more too.
Gibson, I would have literally covered the league media this week.
Ooh.
But yeah, football team pulls out the dub. Ah, man. If Vikings got a second chance on that field goal too, only if.
Yeah.
That was a fun game to watch. Giants, Washington. I don't know. The fact that New York had that game and they blew it. Was that a penalty?
Yeah, he was
jumped
offside.
He was offside.
He was well offside.
Yeah, okay.
No, he was.
People were
Okay.
saying it
Offsides.
wasn't, but it looked like it was clearly offsides. Yeah, that was a tough loss for New York.
Is this the
Yeah,
last
I guess
5
that was-
years they started 0-2?
Go ahead.
Is that what I'm
Mhm.
hearing?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have not had
Oh,
a
that
winning
sucks,
record
dude.
for like
Oh my
they've never
gosh.
had,
Crazy. Ever since that
Yeah.
that dumb boat pick.
yeah.
Or
I
remember
saw
that
something
game?
they brought it up
NFL
again
memes
this week.
post it like every day now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and the Giants, they always play Washington good because I believe they had won 6 straight
Yeah,
games in
Danny
a row
Dimes is
against
undefeated
Washington,
against them.
and
Not anymore.
they should have won again, but I don't know. They did not do well with the little things. So, yeah, I still don't think Washington is that good though. I think they're gonna have a down season. They should have
Yeah.
lost that game.
I don't know. I thought it was very nice to watch Thursday night football and actually be entertained for once. And like, well, I guess the opener was good, but the opener is normally always good because it's good teams. But yeah, this game was really good. It was a shootout till the end, which was pretty nice. I literally thought this game was over. I thought the Giants had this in the bag, but it honestly seems like Taylor Heineke is like the second coming of Case Keenum, the backup that comes out of nowhere and just like absolutely tears up the league. Like this guy could easily be an MVP candidate at the end of the year with his stats. Like it's crazy to say, but
What?
Whoa.
Case Keenum was
Okay.
We're talking about
Case
Taylor
Keenum-
Bullet
Heineke.
beef.
Taylor Heineke. No. I'm not
Come on,
saying.
dude.
I'm not just. What I'm saying is like Case Keenum, but he came in week 2 or whatever for the Vikings, and he ended up being a top 3 MVP candidate. I'm pretty sure that year. Like it was like
Dang.
he had a great season with us in 2017, and like Taylor Heineke, like he comes out of nowhere and he's just insane, and he doesn't like he puts everything on the line, which is sick. That one touchdown that he had was insane. The one to the Ricky Seals Jones in the corner. I thought he was throwing it over the end zone for a second, and all of a sudden I see him just like jump out of the sky and just like come down and catch that ball. That catch was amazing. I couldn't believe it. Like that's some NFL veterans don't even make that throw, and he just like throws it up there like it was nothing. I thought he was throwing it over the end zone, but I don't know. It was just a really entertaining game. I don't know if there was much to take out of this game. Like both teams played pretty well. I thought Washington's defense would have played a lot better this week, like they did last week, but they didn't play the greatest. I don't know. It was just a really entertaining game to watch.
I missed Case Keenum,
Same,
bro.
Blake.
Shut up. He wasn't that good.
I missed 2017, bro. God, that year was so
Except
awesome.
for
that
the
good.
the Philly game. Everything
Yeah.
else was good.
Yeah, well, even I would still rather have like another season like that than go like 8-8. Oh man.
Well,
that
we
was
can't
such
go
an
8-8
awesome
anymore,
year,
Blake,
bro.
so it's all good.
Turk likes to go 8-8 though.
3-14.
He likes to be like
This game was a very good game. Unfortunately, this coming Thursday, it's gonna suck. It's the Panthers at Texans. Davis Mills is gonna get shredded, I'm pretty sure.
No, Mills
Um,
Mafia.
But about this game, it was pretty cool to see Chase Young keeping up with Saquon on that one play. Like that was pretty cool since big men don't move like that.
He said Big Ben for a second. I was like,
No, Big
yeah, I
Ben,
know he
yeah.
doesn't.
He's coming off the edge for Washington now. But yeah, I mean, good division game. Not too much else to say besides that. All right, now we're moving to Indianapolis, where the Rams played the Colts. Another high-scoring game, 27-24. The Rams win.
Carson Wentz. I don't think that's a good signing for them right now. Through the first 2 weeks, it's been rough. But I can say this about the Rams. Stafford was the correct signing or trade, whatever. Oh my gosh, he looks amazing. Him and Cooper Kupp. I don't know. He's going to be amazing this year. Cooper Kupp, at least. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. They pull out the win, 27-24. Michael Pittman looked good for the Colts. Johnny Taylor is iffy. But I don't know what to say. Like, it was a good game for the Rams. Good win. Yeah, that's kind of all I have to say.
Yeah, the Rams, they're going to be a very fun team to watch. We all predicted that going into this season. Yeah, like just some of the highlights from this game. Like, dude, they picked off a shovel pass. Like that, I have never seen that happen.
I had no clue what to say on this game.
Oh my god.
I watched this game because like I had Sunday ticket up here. I got logged in or whatever, which is nice. Now this game was so awesome to watch. I was flipping through, but this game I kind of like set it around. Cooper Cup is literally like the next coming of
He is
Jesus.
Jesus.
Like literally, like Parker said, the fact that Matthew Stafford and him eat breakfast together every day is like, I feel like that's like one of the main factors why they're on point like this. But I think Sean McVay is also just a very good coach.
Do you think they make each other breakfast?
No, they have a chef.
You don't think they feed each other?
No, they have a chef. No,
What
they
are you
don't
talking
feed
about?
each other. No,
Get that extra chemistry?
but like, how does Carson Wentz sprain both his ankles? Like, first off, like that's crazy. Like, I don't understand how that's even possible. I just kind of felt bad for the Colts. Like they literally had to put in their backup and he threw a pick right away. Like they had no chance of even coming back, which kind of sucked. They should have put Sam Ellinger in probably. I mean, he might be better. I don't know. It's just like that game was just entertaining to watch. I didn't really have much takeaways from it, but yeah, I'm not surprised that the Rams came out on top. They looked pretty good.
The Colts should have pulled a Madden move instead of putting in Jacob Eason as a backup quarterback. Throw in Rodrigo Blankenship. He's got
Yeah.
12. He's 12 overall when he plays quarterback. So I think he's got this. I didn't watch this. I saw the highlight of Matt Stafford throwing it to Cooper Cup wide open in the end zone. So obviously something's going right there. I don't know why that muff punt was so bad.
Oh
Like-
yeah, that was terrible.
How do you not move over far enough so it doesn't hit your leg?
I
When
thought
the
the Rams
ball's
were going to
getting
lose
snapped.
that game after that. I literally
I
thought they
did
were
too.
gonna-
I thought it was all on Johnny Hecker when I first saw it and whatnot. But then I was like, oh, that's that one guy that like stomps his leg to snap the ball or whatever. So, but yeah, entertaining game. Didn't watch it, fortunately, but good game. All right. Now we're moving on to Blake's favorite team out west, the Vegas Raiders. They went to Pittsburgh. They won 26-17. I know Blake's got a lot to say about this because he's got a big smirk on his face right now. So we'll get to you later, Blake. Parker, start us off.
I still think the Raiders suck. Derek Carr is looking good though. Like he's already getting MVP talks and all that shit, but I don't know. I don't think they're that good. Steelers, Najee Harris, stiff arm. I think it was Jonathan Abrams. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that was the best thing I saw on Sunday. That was awesome. Najee Harris looks like a beast too. Gets a lot of catches. And yeah, Pittsburgh, I don't know how you don't win at home against the Raiders. Like what? Unless the Raiders, I'll give them props though. Beat the Ravens and the Steelers, two great teams. I still don't see them making the playoffs. I know Blake does. But yeah, I mean Henry Ruggs scores every 6 games on a long ball. So that's pretty cool. But Raiders win. I still don't see them making the playoffs.
You guys are like starstruck that the Raiders won. See, what's funny is like I was the only one who said they would be good, and you guys all laughed.
Yeah,
and
Who's
now
laughing now?
I'm pretty sure there was a sizzle in there.
and now they're 2-0. Dude, they're 2-0 against like probably I'm willing to bet the second toughest.
Watch them
division in
lose to the
football,
Dolphins.
if the NFC
next
West team
week.
exists. Yeah, no, they're gonna lose to like Denver at home or some.
Denver's
Obviously,
a
they
good
could lose.
team,
Yeah,
so-
Denver is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh,
Denver is
they are
good.
Denver is good.
Now they've played 2 bad teams. Let's kind of
Denver's
cool it a little
good.
bit, maybe, but
Denver is good.
well, I don't know. The Raiders are a good team. Like I predicted they would be. and I think the Raiders will get the highest wild card in the West and the AFC. I mean,
The
highest wild card
the 5
beef?
seed.
Yeah, the Raiders will get the 5 seed. Yeah,
Dang.
Wow.
they're not going to win the division, but if the season ended today, they'd win the
Yeah,
division.
they'd have a
But-
bye, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Raiders look good. The Steelers, yeah, that shocked me losing at home. But the Raiders played tough that game. It looked like Pittsburgh, at least I thought, was going to win it, but Las Vegas, I almost said Oakland. Las Vegas is tough, and yeah, the Raiders are going to be a threat. I think Pittsburgh, though, they're not as. I will admit, Pittsburgh is not as bad as I thought they were going to be. They played tough. They hung tough in there.
I don't know. I think this game proved what the Pittsburgh Steelers are. They're not that good. They're not that good of a football team. They didn't even play that good last week to beat the Bills. Their defense kind of carried them. But yeah, this game just proves that the Steelers are not that good of a team when they lose at home to the Raiders. Derek Carr is going to have to throw the ball at least he's going to have to throw almost every down for this team to win like they did this week, because they ran for less than 50 yards this week, or around 50 yards. He threw for like over 400 or almost 400 yards. And that's literally just what they're going to have to do, because I don't know, their just running game is not good. Josh Jacobs is hurt, but like their defense this is the most surprising thing about this team. Their defense has been very good over the first 2 weeks, and I just did not see this coming. That's why I thought they were going to be terrible, because their offensive line got terrible and their defense was already bad, and somehow this team is just good. And I mean, that defensive line was flying around the football on Monday night. Didn't really watch this game, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's why this game turned out the way it was.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to run the ball when your best back is out, even though they do got an experienced player in Kenyon Drake, which is still an odd signing. But I love Henry Ruggs has been pretty good for fantasy so far. Scared me first week, second week. He blew up, which was nice. I honestly think the Raiders should just run like 4 verts with him each play, and then or have him go on a slant or do like a little screen or something like that. Best way to utilize them. Take it from me, the man expert. Yeah, throw it deep. Throw it deep. Yeah. All right, we're moving on to the Monday night game, Detroit at Green Bay. It was close in the first half, and then Green Bay just kind of took off with it. Green Bay wins this one 35-17.
Green Bay or Lions shocked me right away. It was 17-14 and a half. I was like, no way. This is actually going to happen. And that was the Lions did score.
That was
second half.
short-lived.
Yeah. TJ Hawkinson, he's going to be like probably tight end number 2 behind Kelsey this year. I mean, actually, tight end 3. Darren Waller's there. But he looks so good. Like, they're down in every game. He's going to get like 8 catches every week and probably a touchdown. So he looks amazing. Packers easily take this one, yeah. Aaron Rodgers, he's back. I hate to say it. Aaron Jones, 4 touchdowns. What the heck? Sorry, Jack. Prayers go out to you. And Devontae, he's back too. It's just Packers are back. That's all I have to say. Lions suck this week. In the second half, at least. But yeah.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be a game where the Lions were going to outplay the Packers, but like usual, the Packers would win off some dumb call or some play that would never happen. But of course, because it's the Packers, it would happen. But no, Green Bay outplayed Detroit this game. The Lions stink. What's new? Green Bay didn't look that special. I mean, like they, it it's Aaron Rodgers playing against the Lions. I mean, I don't know what we think is going to happen. But yeah, the Packers won. It is what it is. Yeah.
I got 3 things to say about this game. This is what the Packers needed to do. Aaron Jones screwed me this week, and I really feel bad for that guy that lost his bet on Monday night.
Yeah, that sucked.
I hope
Ah.
he didn't cash out, did he?
No, he
I don't
couldn't.
think
It was
he
a
can.
parlay.
Yeah.
It was a
Oh.
parlay.
I thought
So-
you could still.
No, it's a
FanDuel you
parlay,
can.
so you can't.
I mean, you probably can on
I'm pretty sure
other
you can.
bookie or
Yeah.
like sports books,
Maybe.
but I don't.
Like,
So
how
what
did
we learn?
I?
Never trust the Lions to win.
But
a bet.
he could have taken the spread. He took the money line.
Yeah, he took the money line.
Spread
I
didn't
would've
even
taken
the
hit
spread.
too, but
It was like, yeah, I know. It was
the
11
spread
and a
didn't even
half, but still, I would have taken the spread over the money
yeah,
line.
money. What? Lions are never winning at Lambeau
No,
ever.
that's all I got to say.
I mean,
Yeah.
like Parker said, Hawkinson looked good this game. It's nice to see that, but this was a game for the Packers to show us what they could do. Like, this was either to show the football world if they were truly gonna like start struggling for the rest of the season, or if they were going to turn it around after that tough week 1, and they kind of did. So, kind of pulling like a Michael Jordan. I'm back. Move on. Let's do this. All right. We're going to the Sunday night game now. Kansas City at Baltimore. I think this is the highest scoring game of the week. 35-36. The Ravens win. I have one thing written down on my sheet for this game, and it says Lamar has balls. So let's get this started.
Oh my gosh. Where did Tyree go? 3 catches for 14 yards. What? How? That's stupid. Kelsey doing Kelsey things. Clyde doing Clyde things. Not seeing the end zone ever. I don't know why you draft him in
Okay.
fantasy. I don't get it. He's in a perfect situation. He just does not score. Petty takes all the tutties. But yeah, I thought Chiefs were winning this 100%. Looking at that score the whole game, I still thought they were winning it. Clyde had a bad fumble at the end of the game, cost them big time. Lamar Jackson, he's back in MVP form. Blake probably called this one. No, but he did look
Free
good.
Kodak
Like,
Black. That's why.
his jump throw touchdown, like that was a great throw. I don't know what the Chiefs were doing on defense, but that was a great throw by Lamar. His rushing stats, 107 yards. That's Lamar too. He 2 tutties, flipped into the end zone. He was amazing. Went for it on 4th down to win the game. Yeah, that was a great game, by the way. They needed this win big time.
Mhm.
And they finally beat Patty.
Yes.
I have never seen that in my life. But yeah.
Yeah, this was a very fun game to watch. The Ravens, yeah, Lamar looks great. I don't know. Maybe I said he was going to be MVP because I drafted him. That might have been part of it, but yeah, he looks great. I will say though, the Ravens would not have won if Clyde did not fumble there. I mean, the way it was going, like, I don't know. There's no way the Chiefs don't score there. But yeah, it was. I don't know. They got clutch plays. The Ravens, they clutched up. They won, and yeah, I mean, they can beat the Chiefs like that with how injured they are, depleted they are. The Ravens are a real threat.
I am going to be completely honest. I did not watch much of this game because I was still getting over the Vikings loss. Yeah. Yeah, that happened.
I was doing chemistry too.
Yeah, I was not. No, that I'm very surprised that the Ravens came out on top in this game, especially with the way Lamar started. He did not have a good start to this game. But one thing that I took out of this game is, I mean, is Patrick Mahomes literally needs to learn how to take a sack. His interception costed them big time. Both their turnovers cost them big time. I don't know what he's trying to do. Like, he does not need to be a hero on every single play. That was awful. I don't know what I know Kelsey was right there, like 5 yards on the field, but still, just take a sack. They were on like the 45 of the Baltimore. Just take the sack and punt at that point. Like, he just tries to be a hero on every single play. And I think that really cost them in this game is his interception. And then obviously Clyde turning the ball over, which you can't do like that in a game, in a situation like that. But yeah, the Ravens really impressed me after the way they started to be able to come back like that. I don't know. Yeah, I just think that I was just very surprised by this outcome.
On the flip side of what Jack just said, you got to applaud the Ravens defense, especially their defensive rookies they got. Like, I don't know their names, honestly.
Odafe Owe.
Oh
Yeah, he's the one that got the fumble. He caused it and he recovered it, which is kind of rare. But then you also had their other rookie D lineman that stepped up and got a couple sacks, I'm pretty sure, pressures and sacks. And then that one cornerback who blanketed Tyreek for, like, I know I only saw one play where it was truly like that, but like Tyreek was taken out of the entire game. So like, you gotta give credit to the Ravens defense.
Oh yeah,
Like,
for sure.
they did what they had to do. Even though it was high scoring, they made the stops when it counted.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys ready for this one? Final game. We're gonna recap. Minnesota going into Arizona, 3:05 in Phoenix or Scottsdale or whatever it is.
Scottsdale.
Vikings lose 33-34 to the Arizona Cardinals. Let's get this pity fest started.
I hate being a Vikings fan.
I think we all do, partner.
my
That's a pretty
God.
agreed upon statement.
Dude. I don't even know where to start. Like, our offense looks so good. Kirk is getting better like every game. It's crazy. And our old line stopped their D line. JJ Watt and Chandler did not get in there at all. And that shocked me the most. I thought for sure they'd get at least like 5 sacks. But man, KJ Osborne has stepped up big time as a wide receiver 3. I will say that. Thielen, Jettis doing their thing. Dalvin Cook, he's like top 3 for sure. Top 3 running backs in the league. That's our side of the ball. And our defense got 2 picks. That's kind of it. Other than that, we put up 34 points. That's not good.
33.
We can't do that.
Oh yeah, we let up 34. Yeah.
Yeah, our defense needs to come alive. I don't know. We got 2 picks too. We got pick 6. Nick Vigil looks insane. That was one of the best signings in the offseason for us. But Cardinals offense, Rondell Moore looks like a great draft pick for them.
I don't know how Pat Pete lost him on that. That
Miscommunication or
was
something.
bad.
He pulled an Xavier Rhodes there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just that was a tough game. The old quote where you say, like, your parents tell you, like, I'm not sad or I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. that was me, like, after Sunday. I wasn't mad, I wasn't sad, I was just disappointed that, like, it's always the same. Like, it doesn't matter who our coaches are, doesn't matter who our kicker is, it doesn't matter what they've done before. It's like, whenever we need people most, they just, like, crumble. And, like, I don't get it. They like, last week we had a good shot at winning, we didn't, and this week obviously with the field goal, and again, like, right before he kicked it, I was thinking in my head, if there's ever going to be a team to miss it, he's going to miss it. and you see the kick go up and drift to the right, and yeah, like I sat here, looked at it, and then I kind of just was like, yeah, meh, and went back to doing what I was doing. Yeah, it. Other than that, the Vikings played good. Our offense looks great. Our defense looks competitive, at least, which is good. Yeah, I'm not worried. It just sucks because now we gotta play Seattle, but we're at home. Maybe we'll get that'll help us. So,
Beef,
yeah.
do you want me to go or do you want to go next? You want me to go? All right. So, yeah, this game took an emotional toll on me. I didn't watch quite a bit of the first half because Iowa is out of the Minnesota market, or Iowa City is at least. So
That's so tough.
thanks DJ Daryl for hooking me up. Thanks Jack for giving me your Sunday ticket stuff. Yeah, maybe I wish I didn't have it so I didn't have to see that. But I was talking to Carter West throughout the game, and after he missed the kick, he was like, "Why does this happen?" I'm like, "Whenever you sign a person to kick footballs in Minnesota, it's gonna happen." So, I mean, man, Paul Allen, bless his soul. I feel bad for the man. He deserves better than being the Vikings commentator for the radio. Like, please go to the Chiefs for a little bit. Then when we're good, come back to us. Like, the despair in his voice after Greg Joseph missed it to the right. He was so happy, and then it went all downhill. But yeah, our defense, we paid lots of big bucks for these guys to be good, and 34 points against, yes, a high-powered offense, but still, like, I don't know how you let Kyler Murray get that 77-yard heave off his back leg. That was, like, I mean, I just kind of applauded at that point because,
I mean, he ran back like 15 yards. Like, you can't.
That
do
was
that.
a video game move. You could have still had a safety help.
Yeah.
But yeah, after Joseph missed that kick, I knelt on my floor, took off my Vikings jersey, threw it in my basket, took off my white shirt, threw it in my laundry basket, put on a new shirt, and went to get dinner because that was depressing, honestly. Like, don't do this to us again, Vikings. If you're gonna lose, just lose by 50. All right, Beef.
Yep.
Take it away.
I don't know how we lose this game. We didn't do anything wrong as a team. Like, our defense stepped up in points where they needed to, and we still lost. Like, I don't get it. Kirk played amazing. Dalvin played amazing. Our defense played good. I can't stand that Kyler Murray just gets to throw the ball up every damn week, and it works for him. This guy, I hate him so much when it comes to that shit. He just gets to throw up a freaking heave like it's absolutely nothing. Oh, let me just throw the ball down the field. Oh, someone's going to catch it every week. This happens every week. I don't get it. When I turned on this game and I heard Gus Johnson's voice, I was scared from the get-go. Because guess what? Gus Johnson calls Big 12 football almost every week, and Kyler Murray played in the Big 12. So I just had that feeling. I don't know, Kyler Murray with Gus Johnson on the call. I just had a feeling. Oh my God! I just couldn't stand it. I hate. Oh, Keith Sleeve also sucks. I can't stand that guy. He is awful. But I mean, D-Hop had no catches after the first half or the first quarter. I don't get it. You know, I can tell you what lost us this game. Clint Kubiak and Greg Joseph.
Mike Zimmer.
Mike Zimmer is not.
Mike Zimmer is not doing good against young.
Mike Zimmer's not doing good against mobile quarterbacks.
Never has.
Yeah, no one does good against. No one does good. No one does
quarterbacks.
good against mobile quarterbacks ever.
Are you sure about that?
No one does good against. Not many people do good against mobile. It doesn't matter. We were in that game. Clint Kubiak, second half. We ran the ball so well in the first half, and then the Cardinals made a switch. 1st and 10 from our own 20. Let's run a jumbo package. one wide receiver and 3 tight ends. Let's just run the ball. They have 9 guys in the box. What are we gonna do? I don't know. Run the ball. We get 2 yards. Like, you can't run a jumbo package in the second half after you ran for 90 yards in the first half. I don't get it. Like, Clint Kubiak literally lost us this game. We had like 150 yards, I think, in the second half of offense. We scored 10 points. We should have won this game. Clint Kubiak lost us this game. And then Greg Joseph. The thing is, people were like, oh, he missed the extra point. Obviously, that made it so that we were down by 1. We would have been tied. But he made a 47-yarder after that missed field goal. His confidence was not gone. He probably just got the mental burden. Oh, I'm a Vikings kicker. If I miss this, this is over. I don't understand. Like, I literally just like, I'm not going to say it. I'll say it off the air. I'll let you know, guys, what I understood about being a Vikings fan after this. But yeah, I don't get it. I can't fathom it. I mean, I've been through it before, so like, I'm used to it by now. But like Blake said, I wasn't mad. I was just disappointed because this is not a 0-2 football team.
You seem pretty mad.
Well, they are right now.
They are 0-2, but this is not an 0-2 football team. Like, you watch them play and you're like, how is this team 0-2?
All right, they're 0-2, but let's remember the Colts started 1-5 and they ran the table. So
yeah, I know. I'm not saying we're out of this, but like,
no,
I'm saying this right now. Next week, must win. It's not a can't lose.
It
it's
is.
Must win.
If Mike Zimmer, if we give up 30 plus points, all from defense next week, what happens to Mike Zimmer? He won't get fired, but like if our defense gives 30 points,
I don't think it will give.
They turn up the burner on his hot seat for sure.
Yeah.
I honestly think that if we lose next week, I think he literally could be fired next week.
Nah.
Maybe not. Maybe mid-season or at the end of the season. But
if he does, we need to get a young head coach because those are taking over.
Yeah, an offensive-minded head coach.
Yes.
I'd love to see an offensive-minded head coach. But is this a must-win or is it a can't lose? What is it?
Yeah.
There's a difference. There's
like Detroit's a can't lose.
No, this is like, I don't know.
Must win.
Can't lose is like a team you have to like. You're way.
It's a must win. That's what I think. I think it's if we don't win this game, I think the season is honestly pretty close to over. Because if you think about it, we're only 1 game back in the division.
Yes.
We win next week. Packers lose or something. The Bears could lose next week. I don't know who they play. I forget who they. Oh, the Browns. They could lose. This is like a must win.
Our schedule gets harder. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It gets harder?
Yes. Last year we started 0-3 and we almost made the playoffs. Like, we need to win this game. This is a must win. My voice is going to be gone on Sunday. And I better not have a shitty drive home next Sunday. Or else I might just stay at home and drive up.
Imagine a 4.5-hour drive after the Vikings get just blown out.
It's only 3 hours.
Still, as long as the Vikings keep it
3 hours,
close,
okay.
I'll be pretty happy. Like within
No, this is a must win. This game.
No, I don't want to go through another loss by 1.
I don't want to either.
I can't do that.
Seahawks, yeah.
Shut up, like you freaking closet Packer fan.
If we cheer for the,
no, I don't want to hear. No, there's no negativity.
If we cheer for the other team, the Vikings.
No, that's not how it works. You freaking bandwagon.
You're
a bandwagon. You're a closet Packer fan. Get out of here.
All right, let's get the trivia.
No. This is you can't stick with your team. Like I never give up. I am a diehard till the end. I never give up on my team. You just, I give up. I hate them. You just always give up. No, it's not giving up. This is a must win. I do not want to drive home crabby, or else I might stay home and get up early and drive back to school on Monday. I don't have much work to do on Monday, and I want to be happy on Monday. I don't want to be crabby on Monday. This better be a good Monday.
Remember the last time the Seahawks played in Minnesota? How that ended?
This is why I hate you.
Seriously, the last time.
That's awesome.
Wow.
This is exactly why I can't stand you. You are not a Vikings fan. You are a closet fan of every other team that plays the Vikings.
I'm a Rob Lowe.
Just
I'm an NFL fan.
Second favorite team.
No.
Yeah.
If you're not a Vikings
team,
yeah, this is a big test.
What you doing?
Like
AFC?
It's the Raiders right now.
I gotta go AFC.
Bills, Steelers.
Yeah,
There's,
I think
there's
honestly,
only one answer to this. There's
I
only
think I'm
one
going with
answer.
The Raiders.
There's
Yeah,
only one
the
answer to
Raiders.
this. You guys are not Vikings fans. Their second favorite team is the team that plays the Packers. Every week, the second favorite team is the team that plays the
Well, I like
Packers.
the Buccaneers.
No
so-
ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah, I actually like the Packers. I think they got a really good. They have better jerseys. than us.
Jersey.
No, they don't. That's like gross. No, Blake. You're not, like a diehard Vikings fan. Their second favorite team is the team that plays the Packers. My second favorite team this week was the Lions. My second favorite team week 1 was sadly the Saints. Next week, my second favorite team is the Niners, and then on from there. Every week,
Who dat?
every
Who dat?
week is second favorite team is whoever plays the Packers. I will never cheer for the
tweaking.
Packers ever in my life.
I'll cheer for the Packers if
Nah,
it's
you can-
to beat a team that the Vikings are chasing in a playoff race.
Sadly, that's like this. That's to like that's like the last resort.
Yeah.
All right, this is gonna wrap up our NFL news and NFL recap on the episode. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace out.